Welcome to this quick introduction on Commerce 365 for Sendcloud, the application that integrates all Sendcloud key functionalities directly in Business Central. In front of me is a fairly standard Business Central environment with the extension already installed. As you can see, it enhances your dashboard by providing you direct access to all your shipments and some insights on what has happened in the last week, month, or year. And you can also directly access the ones that still require attention. You also have a new menu item up here, providing you direct access to all the key features that come with this extension. Your shipments, your labels, returns, if you choose to work with that as well. Shipment methods, be aware that there's two sorts of shipment methods from now on. There's the Business Central shipment methods and the Sendcloud shipment methods. We'll dive into that a little later. And your master data, boxes or package types as some people call it, brands and sender addresses. Now here's the administration area where you can work on your setup and your printer configuration. There's logging, and typically when users start to implement this extension, we advise them to start with the setup wizard. Setup wizard is a really easy way to get started. You just fill in the app ID and secret, which is the credentials that you get from us upon installing this extension. And then you go to your Sendcloud dashboard or panel, and there you can create a public and secret key, which once provided here, allow this extension to directly access your Sendcloud data. If we click finish now, the system will start to download what we consider to be master data, meaning your brands, your sender addresses, your shipment methods, and all the additional parameters that come with those shipment methods. Back here into the Sendcloud menu, let's have a look in more detail into the shipment methods. This is standard BC shipment methods, or Incoterms as many customers call them. This is where we add only one checkbox, which you can use to indicate whether any interaction with Sendcloud is required. Because of course, if your shipment method code is something like pickup, you don't want a label, so no interaction with Sendcloud is required. Then the next page is the Sendcloud shipment methods. So Sendcloud has a different meaning for the same term, shipment methods. Within Sendcloud, that is all your carrier service lines, which are the ones that you see here. We import all that information, including the minimum weight, maximum weight, the countries where you can ship to with this shipment method, and the price. This is the core information that the software later on will be using for each shipment that is going to be created. It will generate a proposal with all the services that are left for a specific weight and destination country, and then if you allow the software to optimize on price, it will automatically pick the cheapest shipment method, and it can then in turn automatically book and print the label for you as well. There's a few more things you can do here. You can provide further mapping if you want to steer based on shipping agent code or even shipping agent service code. If you want a specific combination of those to map with a specific shipment method on Sendcloud, then you have to provide the mapping here. You can also work with those pre-printed return labels that you can immediately put in the box when shipping the goods. That's what you do here. You activate the generate return label and you select an actual return method for which a label has to be printed. Now, return methods can be found here. Quickly have a look at the master data. Here's the boxes or the different package types that you can use for shipping. There's your brands. These are all to be defined on the Sendcloud platform. Sendcloud has quite a bit of functionality linked to these brands, and in turn brands are linked to sender addresses. Again, to be managed on the Sendcloud platform, and once something has changed, you just click synchronize and new data will be imported into Business Central. Now, once you're happy with all this, there is a last bit of configuration, or there's actually quite a bit of configuration you can work on, but the most important things are here. Shipment creation. How do we want a Sendcloud shipment to be created? Is that either by extending the posting dialog, which makes it a manual process, or automatically when creating shipments. And this is the most common configuration. Most customers work with warehouse shipments, which in turn post sales shipments, and then the Sendcloud solution is triggered by that process and then creating a Sendcloud shipment. There's different ways of creating Sendcloud shipments. Also, if you work with the more advanced modules like Tasklet, Factory, or Mobile NAV, those processes can also be linked or are also compatible with what we offer here, allowing you to create shipments by working with these handheld devices and their software. If you want, you can have the software to add shipping cost to your sales orders. There is a configuration if you decide to work with something else than kilograms, which is the main weight unit on the Sendcloud platform. We have support for service points. That's not something for today's demo. And then down here, more important is in the posting area and the label area. Most customers directly request labels. So that is the standard value here. You can choose to apply any additional shipping rules that are defined on the Sendcloud platform. You can choose to automatically apply the best possible shipment method, meaning it will choose from that proposal that is created in the background, it will choose the cheapest one. And you can even automatically post the whole shipment, meaning that you put the whole process on autopilot. Select the cheapest one for that weight and destination combination, automatically posting. And then if you scroll down here, if you would say automatically print the labels as well, everything will happen in one go, no interaction required whatsoever. That's it for the setup. Let's process a demo order and shipment. So we'll go back to our main screen here. We'll start with a customer. This customer here. And let's first create a new sales document, sales order. And we'll be shipping our famous Amsterdam lamps. And in this configuration, I have the warehouse shipment required for my location. So let's go that route. Let's create a warehouse shipment. See, one shipment header created. I'll just go for a standard pick. This information could also be handled differently by those handheld devices with the Tasklet or Mobile NAV software. But for now, what I'll do, I'll just register the pick directly here. This completes our warehouse activities, and we can go back here and we can say post the shipment. This screen will automatically close. Brings us back to the original sales order, and as you can see right now here I have a new line which is a parcel that was created, and if we click on it we can open the whole shipment that the parcel belongs to. And this is actually the document that was generated in the background. As you can see, all my information is there. We're shipping with my shipping agent demo. We're using the standard sender address, our customer information, one parcel, our default option here, the mini box. And as you can see, based on the weight and the country where we are shipping, the software has automatically selected that the DPD shop to home shipment method is the cheapest option. The only thing it did not do is to actually post the shipment. And usually in demos we do that manually, otherwise there's not much left to show. But let's click it and see what happens. There we go, shipment is being posted. And again, in production mode, of course, these things typically are set to work automatically, putting the whole thing on autopilot. But right now, we'll do it manually. As you can see here, shipment has been posted to Sendcloud. Our DPD shipping label has been generated. It's configured to print automatically, so we just had a label coming off the printer as well. And down here you see our tracking number and tracking URL. And this information is also stored back onto the posted sales shipment that belonged to the sales order which we were working with. This is our quick demo. Thank you for watching.